Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial series, I will teach you how to get started developing on ESP-IDF. If you haven't watched my previous tutorials, I highly recommend to do that because that will be a good starting point you to understand how to start doing developing on ESP-IDF. In these videos, I have uh, described in details how to uh, create files, how to find paths on ESP-IDF. So I highly recommend you to watch this video to get the basic understanding on how to get started developing on ESP-IDF. From because in this video I am not going in details on ESP-IDF tool. So if you are not familiar with those tools, I recommend you to watch my previous video. So let's get back to the topic in today's video. Today I'm going to show you how to initialize a ESP client, HTTP client on using ESP-IDF. So before going to that, let's understand what is HTTP and HTTPS. So, as you know, HTTP is a protocol that is used to transfer data on internet. HTTP is insecure connection. HTTPS is encrypted and it is secure connection. So, as you know, in network protocol, there are 7 layers. So HTTP is application layer protocol, and likewise it has other layers like presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link, and physical layer. If you want to understand each layer in detail, I please comment on my video. So I will do a detailed description of each layer. So get to a basic understand. So what is HTTP? HTTP is a hypertext defined as hypertext transfer protocol. So it is basically used for transfer data on World Wide Web. So as you saw, it is operates on application layer, and it used to exchange information between the client and the server. So it relies on TCP uh, transport layer. So basically HTTP is running on top of the transport layer. So in this image you can see the transport layer is number 4 and the application layer is number 7. So HTTP is basically running on top of TCP. So the HTTPS, so basically that means hypertext transfer protocol secure. So that means whatever the data we transfer to HTTP is secure. So it ensures the data confidentially and integrity. And it uses TLS and TLS or SSL as the encryption during the data transmission, and It will be useful for application where you transferring a secure data like online banking details, e-commerce platform. So HTTP also running on HTTPS also running on top of TCP, but it added the security layer TLS and SSL. So you can see here it is the secure layer is on presentation layer. So basically TCP, as I told you before, it is a transport layer protocol, and it is commonly used in HTTP and TCP. So there's another way of another transport layer protocol called UDP, but it is not that reliable as sorry UDP. It is not uh, reliable as TCP, but there are incidents like we use UDP connection in uh, communication protocol like WAP. So basically, the secure layer is the secure layers that we can use on top of HTTPS, is TLS and SSL. So TLS is basically is a successor of SSL. So if, in, and uh, currently mostly use the TLS protocol, TLS to secure the layer. So as you know, there are five uh, main HTTP request format: the get, post, put, delete, and fetch. So I'm not going in detail on those things because you can find out uh, that on internet in detail. So what you have to remember is there are five ways of requesting data from client to the server. Okay, that is it for the theory part, and we'll move on to the firmware side. Uh, this is the example code provided by ESP-IDF as a starting point for us to understand how uh, HTTP ESP works as HTTP client. So this example you can find it on uh, in the example directory on IDF Explorer. So what you have to do is go to ESP IDF Explorer and go to show example, and if you go down you can find this example under it is under the protocol. So this is the example that I referring. So to create that, you just have to create this project and given your folder path and select the folder path. It will create the uh, sample file. So since I have already created that example to reduce the video time, because otherwise I have to build this file may take some time. So to reduce that time, I pre-build this file. So once you open the sample code, if you go to this file under the main, you can see this is given sample example. So in this example, it is clearly given us what are the functions that we can implement in ESP32 by depending on our requirement. So it has given several examples for different purposes. So if you want to send HTTP with with test URL, so this is the example code that they have given us to follow. So likewise for different purposes, so depending on your requirement, you can check this function, given example function, and make your code your own. So I recommend you to follow these each functions and get understand what they have done here. So basically, as a developer, what you have to do is follow refer these functions and adapt into your code. So I am not going to in going into details on each function. So what I what I want to show you is how uh, to start developing on ESP32. So basically, most of the time, the you have to so let for an example, if you want to send data to a server uh, for a IoT platform, you just have to use this HTTP REST URL function. So if I go through it, you can see it has a structured yeah, to initialize the client parameter. So you have to give the host name and URL details and other parameters, and this shows you what are the APIs you need to call to do a get request, post request, put, fetch, and delete, and head. So depending on your application, you can just copy these functions and directly use it. So that is what you have to do as a starting point, but going forward, depending on the project, you may have to update this function. But to get a clear understanding, this example is really good. So let's see running this code. So here in this example, the Wi-Fi connection, the AP mode code is included in the example library. So if you want to add the AP, Wi-Fi, everything, so I have explained it in my previous video on STA mode. So refer that code, then you can copy paste that code here to like if you want to build your own code without using the example connection library. So if you are making a product, I really recommend you to combine uh, the uh, the STA mode example and this example to run device to post data. So, but for this video, I'm not going to do that. So, to change the print it using example like this. So you have to uh, change the SSID and password to ESP32 connect into a router. You have to go to SDK configuration editor and go to example configuration and put your Wi-Fi credentials on your router and save it. Then build the file and upload into the code to run in your ESP32. So I have a S3 device. I have pre-configured the COM port and the device, and just upload it by clicking this. So since I have already uploaded, I just open my terminal window to show you how the program works. So as you can see in this example code, it is running each function one by one and do the required get the required response from the server. So they are using the to test this function, this website called HTTP win org. So if you search on Google, you can go to that site and see. So basically, they in this example they are calling this URIs to get the response from the server. So if you go in deep on this example, you understand what they have done. So you can see here in the terminal, it is we are receiving required response from the server depending on the request we ESP has requested. So depending on the each function executed here, it received the uh, related response without any issue. So I hope you get an understanding on how to start uh, uh, run the ESP as a client, and this is so I hope this is a good starting point. Uh, so in future videos, I will try to combine all of these and create a small ESP prototype model to uh, transfer data, read data, and transfer data. But that is, I will do that in future. But as a starting point, I think this is enough for you to understand how to implement this on ESP-IDF. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I request you to subscribe to my channel. So if you do that, that will encourage me to do more videos, and uh, I hope to do more videos to related to developing in ESP idea. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you get valuable lesson from this video. Thank you very much.